Hey,
Good
hey, hey.
evening, good afternoon, good morning, good hey.
Hello to X, YouTube, and our lovely GSIC.
Hi,
Um,
nice to see you
and our
all here.
lovely green-looking Bitcoin.
It's looking good. The rocket and magnet is out. I told you guys when it comes back, Bitcoin will go up. It doesn't
Mm.
lie. It does not lie.
And there we go. So many people on Twitter, in our comments, in our chat, were saying, "Should we jump into Signals? What if it doesn't go up?" And now we know they should have, and I should have,
Yep.
because I missed it completely.
We
Yeah.
always know Josh is not in a trade. We should be in trades.
I should be, but look, I'm happy to confess that I missed that pump and I came so close to FOMOing in, but I also didn't. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, well, I made lots of money, so somebody's got to keep you in your lifestyle you're used to.
Anyway, moving on. So, should we take a look at Bitcoin?
We should.
Yeah.
Let's jump straight to it. So, obviously, Bitcoin went up. It's October. Will it be a full month of up? I doubt it. We're going to have some downtime in there. So, right now, this is a 2-day chart. We've just got a bullish cross on the EMA. So, this is a 9 and 21 EMA. So, these have just crossed on the 2-day chart. So, literally, these normally have a retest. So, we're looking at around 27,150 for that retest. We want that region to hold and then a continuation up. And then we should get past these. This is the 100 SMA. So we want to break out above that. When we drop down to lower time frames, we can see that we've got some support when it loads. We've got resistance here of the SMAs, the 200 and the 100. So we really need to get above this so that it doesn't cross down. So there's my magnet, still a bit weird. Yeah, so we're going to sort of consolidate in this region. And so, that will allow alts to sort of move and to complete patterns and to do their thing. But right now, BTC has to consolidate. Unless, Tether prints another $1 billion, then we're going straight up. So, but at the moment, it does look like we've got some consolidation here that will allow daily indicators to reset and also so that can start to move. When we have a look at this is the 4-hour chart, we can see that the RSI here is quite high. So that needs to reset. We can also see that on this 4-hour chart, where we were looking at the EMAs on the 2-day chart, we have the 100 and the 200 SMA as support. So when we come back down to that 27,150 region, that's when we're going to continue with BTC. That will also reset these indicators. So we've got the stock, which is it should turn down. We should reach down to about sort of 18, 19 on that, and probably head back down to that median line on the RSI. So we're looking at about sort of, between 50 to 60 on that RSI, likely to, before we do get that next move up, unless we do get another tether print. So tether prints I know there's a few of you that don't believe, but it puts liquidity into the market. It's a way of moving Bitcoin and continuing patterns. So that's kind of what's happening for BTC at the moment. Couple of days consolidation and then continuation of this pattern. I think we're going to see sort of around, when we have a look at the BLX, our next major resistance is about 34.5 at this major resistance here. So that is from the 2017 high, and it's also from the retest of the May drop in 21 and around 22. So we've got some sort of resistance to be tested in that area. So it has become support on one occasion or two occasions, but it's now a resistance again. So we do need to test that. ideally we'd like to break up above it, but I don't think it's going to be possible on this next run. I think that is the completion of that wave one, where we'll come back down to around 20K into the next year. So depending on where we end here, so we've got sort of like, 34, 35, or about 45. So they're our major sort of points of interest over the next couple of months. And then we go into that downtrend again for the final section of the 4-year cycle, where we will then commence the run to the halving and the bull run high. So it's looking good. We're right on time for this to happen.
Very exciting. Anything else you want to share with the world before we do some more analysis?
I just wanted to show that, in this, I did put, I'm not sure if I put it on Twitter, but I did put it in the group, that in October of 2019, which is what the 4-year cycle is based on. So if we go right back to that section, we saw that we had a bounce of around 50% in this region. So a bounce at this point of 50% right here does take us to around that sort of 36, 37 mark, which is what we're looking at that resistance point. So it's highly likely this pattern is about to repeat. This isn't like the full chart, but if we go back to 2019, we go back to 2015, we'll see that October had quite a nice movement as well. So this is why we look at cycles, we look at patterns, we look at so many different things when we're making decisions. So obviously, if it doesn't go the right way, we have a stop loss. So always have a stop loss. Don't want to be left holding that trade. So.
Okay, cool. Just looking, we've got some questions coming in. As I say, Getting Started in Crypto members are able to talk to us, send us questions. If you're not in the group, now's an awesome time to get in. We've just released our signal results for the last month, and it is so green. It's the greenest it's been in such a long time. Well, I say that they've all been green and good, but it's just nice to see big blocks of green in there. So
it was, and we had a really good month with only 3 stop losses. So that was brilliant.
No, looking good. Okay, anything else, Lisa, or should we say goodbye?
Let's jump back into the group, and we will catch you here on YouTube and Twitter next Monday, and I'll be